Hey everybody, this is Brannon from Brainy Pixel, and I'm coming to you to answer the Ask Me Anything question for this week. It is April the 20th right now, but I'm actually shooting this early because we're doing something a little special tonight, and I had to coordinate with my special guest, who you'll meet in a moment. I'm answering the question for April the 24th, and let me bring in my special guest, and then I will first, then I'll ask the question. Does that sound good? Okay. All right. Without further ado, it's the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Davis Edwin Riddle. Davis, can you hear me? You're muted, brother.
I can hear you.
Yeah, technology. We got it working. All right, everybody. So I want you to meet my best friend from the 10th grade, Mr. Davis Edwin Riddle. And together, yeah, say hi, Davis. Say hi, Davis.
Hi. I almost said hi, Davis.
So, Davis, I do an Ask Me Anything answer every week. People ask me questions, and I'm going to answer one of those this week. And I had to have you on because it is our past. It is our origin story. So the question is from James Weingartz on Facebook. He said, "This is more of a fun question, but are you familiar with the works from C.S. Lewis or J.R.R. Tolkien? Has anything you read from them inspired you in any way?" And I'm not laughing at James. I'm not
Oh,
laughing
no.
at his question. It's because, wow, does he know what kind of anthill he just stepped into? So do you wanna maybe take a swipe at answering that a little bit, and then I'll chime in.
Well, I would first say that James has excellent taste in fine literature.
That's right.
And his recommendation or his query of a potential recommendation, I can wholeheartedly endorse. And in fact, talking about an endorsement, I have this. And this is really one of my most cherished books, not only because it's Lord of the Rings, but because this is the great price, the great value book that my best friend signed as a gift to me, a graduation present from college. And this was truly a rare and difficult piece to get before the movies. And while it has quite a bit to say, I will mostly just end. Well, I begin with the salutation to my friend, my brother, and my fellow lore master, Davis Owen Riddle, Sir Lord Fëanor the Creator. Uh, and beyond all the other things it says, forevermore, Sir Lord Perithial Half Elven, which, by the way, written in, I guess that's Sindarin right
Yep.
there.
Yep. Yep. It is.
And a final statement, as old Bilbo would say, the road leads ever onward. 5/13/1995. Anyone who can quote old Bilbo in a college present that is in my secretary, my best book place, I would say has been profoundly impacted.
Yes, absolutely. I could not agree more. And actually, I grabbed something as well. So this is my original copy of The Fellowship. You can tell it's pretty worn out. It's seen a lot of love. And this is literally by my bedside. This is my like if I can't go to sleep and I just need something comfortable, like a warm blanket to wrap myself in, I read The Fellowship. And I probably read this book a million times. I mean, literally every night I read a little bit of this book, and I'm actually reading it with my wife now. So James, yes, the answer to your question is yes, yes, 1,000 times yes. As a matter of fact, Davis and I in high school, and this is in the 1980s, right in the middle of the Satanic Panic in Lower Alabama, right in the middle of the Bible Belt, we started a club at our high school, an official club. We wrote a constitution. We got more than one teacher to sponsor us. We actually got two teachers to officially sponsor us. We started a club dedicated to Tolkien, and it was called, Davis, you want to tell them what it was called?
The Council of Tolkien and Literature. And the powerful part was they did not want us to found it. They said, no, you can't do it. So we pulled up the bylaws of the school and said, looked up all the things, and you had to have a teacher sponsor. Well, fine. Not only did we get a teacher, we got two. We got the French teacher and the librarian. That we didn't get an English teacher might have been a profound thing, but that's fine, right? We did everything. And after we've crossed every T, dotted every I, the principal just goes, okay. And we get a club, we get in the yearbook, do fundraisers.
That's
And
right.
this club continued after we left.
Yeah, for like 10 years, right after we were
Yeah.
gone. Yeah, there was still a Council of Tolkien and Literature at our high school. And it was not a geek school either. It was like total opposite, right? We were absolutely the people that the weirdos even didn't understand us. So we were the outcasts of the outcasts. So yes, and I'll show you a couple other things. Right here, this is my desk where I stand and do a lot of my writing. If you turn it around, you'll see there a present from one of my daughters, right? It's the map from The Hobbit, right? In wood cutting. And this is actually the fellowship that one of my daughters stitched for me. And then if you come over here, you'll see a quote from Mr. C.S. Lewis, one of my favorite quotes. If I find in myself desires which nothing in this world can satisfy, the only logical explanation is that I was made for another world. And then over here on the opposite wall that I look at all the time as I'm writing is one of Tolkien's original paintings of Bilbo and the dwarves escaping from the elves in Mirkwood, the barrel ride. So yes, James, the answer is absolutely 100 times yes. Um, huge fan of Tolkien and of Lewis. They're probably the two single most influential people that have affected my writing, and I know Davis's writing as well. He's also a published author. And yeah, we've written a ton of stuff together as well. So yes, and thank you, James, for that amazing question and this awesome kind of trip down memory lane. And if you guys have more questions for me, or if you got questions for Davis, if you want Davis on more of these, that would be great. We would love to do that. So just submit those questions. And oh, there's another book I wanted to show you. This right here, a brand new book called The Myth Makers. It's about the relationship of Lewis and Tolkien. Haven't read this one yet, so I'm going to check it out. So, but anyway, yeah, keep those questions coming. Thank you all so much. And yeah, we'll talk to you guys soon.